now Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. To throw right away is Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. He's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. First down, Howell to throw. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. To throw again on second down. Howell. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. It's Howell with another throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. Blankenship's kick is good. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
The Niners at 4-9 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Lance.
Forced out to his left. Hard throw, incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but you have to think.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready? Check, man.
On first down, Lance. Able to find Gray here.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Being chased out left. Looking sideline, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Working from the gun. Lance.
Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, Howell gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Howell throwing on first down here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
They'll go play action. Howell.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here.
Blankenship's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, they come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young
in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and it rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
2nd down and goal.
Howell looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 11th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Chase Young.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Here we go, set.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Commanders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Howell now to throw it. He's got his man. It's Pierce.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And they go play action with Howell. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
Toward the pylon, caught.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, close to you.
To throw, it's Lance. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Right side to Williams.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
19 Tiger. 65, go.
Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Niners will take over possession here up at the 44.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Lance now on 1st down. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Lance now on first down. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now, as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
3rd and 2. Here's Hal.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
And the Washington first down.
One last shot before the break. Howell
slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And, Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From midfield, here's Lance. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Blankenship out for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score. Commanders 34, 49ers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And my goodness, another interception.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 41, 49ers nothing. Joey Slide kickoff for the Commanders.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And now here is another interception.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
But it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off of play action, here's Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And this one's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Hey, close to you. Blaster, sit.
On 2nd and 12,
Lance. Finding Gray on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Ball red. 6, 7. Black shot.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. it just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They'll go play action. Howell. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Williams, a man in motion right.
Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Commanders first down.
They go play action with Howell.
Got his open man, it's Carr.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
A gain of 17 yards.
First down, Howell to throw.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's got to reincarnate it right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Let's go.
With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it.
Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Commanders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 1st and 10. Here's Lance.
And now here is another interception.
It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it, and the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Howell got his man. It's Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Howell looking to throw again.
Quick hitch, complete. It's Williams. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Howell, 3rd and goal.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 62, 49ers nothing.
Joey Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Lance.
And my goodness, another interception. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Blankenship out for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Commanders 69, 49ers nothing.
Joey Slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Desperation time here. Lance. That's complete left side to Gray.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
They'll roll him out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the 7th play now in this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Here's Lance.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Off of play action, here's Lance. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Lance looks to throw again.
Completes it to Samuel.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Lance now on 1st down.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
To throw again on second down, Lance. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for the Commanders,
it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.